All right, well, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
The meeting for Public Buildings Commission for March 10th is called to order. Executive Director Gitteroff, please call the roll.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good afternoon, Commissioners.
Good afternoon.
Chairman Johnson,
Here.
Commissioner Fretwinkle,
Here.
Commissioner Randall,
Here.
Commissioner Maldonado,
Here.
Commissioner Steele, Commissioner Castaneda,
Here.
Commissioner Harden.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, we have a quorum.
Very well. This is the portion of the meeting for public participation. The Open Meetings Act, a public comment period will be held. Registered speakers will be allowed 2 minutes to provide comments. Please proceed with the public comment period.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for joining us today to share your comments with the PBC Board. In compliance with the Open Meetings Act, public participation provides an opportunity for residents to share their comments with our Board of Commissioners. Although this is not a question and answer session, staff are happy to follow up with you after the meeting. As a reminder, public participants must register 2 hours in advance of the meeting and are allowed 2 minutes to provide comments. Also, as stated in PBC's resolution adopted by the board, all public comments must be limited to issues of concern before the board or its committees. Remarks of a personal nature directed toward a member of the board, employees of the commission, or any other individual will not be permitted. Although we welcome public participation and public comment at our meetings, conduct or behavior that is not respectful or in violation of our anti-harassment policy will not be tolerated. Thank you again for joining us here today. Mary Pat.
First speaker is Jessica Jackson.
Well, as it pertains to the Malcolm X College and anything that's going on over there, my hope is that the results of it won't be the results of what's happening with the Obama Center. The Obama Center has been used as a way to push residents out from over in that area. And Tony Preckwinkle and Mayor Johnson are definitely allowing it because you're allowing it even in my case. And that's the reason why in this time of these primaries that we have to move the way that we're moving, and we're talking about flipping red. Because we can't continue to have the Democrats in office stealing our property like this. So the fresh blood, let's say like Christian Maxwell, or like Dr. Pamela Denise Long that's coming with legislation, like her legislation for air property, to protect property, like issues like probate, like farmland, things to protect our property, because Tony Preckwinkle, just like you, Brandon Johnson, is sitting there and giving all our property away. Just like those people that's on the news, that was on the news yesterday, that's over there on 65th and Stony Island, that's getting ran out of that building, that you all have let sit there with those building code violations. And now you're gonna run them out because of the Obama Center. So we welcome Dr. Long and her legislation for that Senate seat. We welcome Christian Maxwell for her seat for Congress, because we need new blood in there. We can't take no more of what Tony Preckwinkle was doing, no more of what you're doing, Brandon Johnson. We can't take it anymore. Do you all understand that? We can't take you all anymore.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Zoe Lee.
Yeah, definitely gonna be time for some new blood, definitely. But since we're here, and I'm gonna start talking about stuff that needs to be talked about in here. Chicago had just announced $40.5 million expansion by DMG and ORI, creating 74 new jobs in advanced manufacturing, engineering, maintenance, and administration. The training pipeline will run through City Colleges of Chicago and Richard J. Daley College, a campus where the student population is over 75% Hispanic. So I'm just trying to understand, like, why do y'all get on the front? Black, proud, I'm getting all these jobs, creating all this affordable housing. Black first, black first. And y'all continue to sell us out. You continue to sell us out. You are about to try to pass an ordinance tomorrow for Reverend Jesse Jackson's name for ICE not to go around polling machines to get non-citizens who aren't supposed to be voting. Like, this is America. This is, like, it's what we on. Like, this is y'all. Come on, man. Y'all, you know you ain't getting back in office. So y'all can try to steal this election all you want. I protested 17 weeks in front of City Hall when you ignored me. Right? I will do it down in DC until I get the feds here. Because I voted to make sure that this city flips red.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Kenneth Newman.
Good afternoon, Commissioners, Madam President,
Afternoon.
Mr. Chairman. Madam President, I'd like to thank you for that press conference you had today. Concussion issues are still a major problem in youth sports. As a referee and a coach, all coaches and referees have to go through concussion education. I have it almost every year. So I think that was a valuable subject to have a press conference for, and I saw it on TV. Mr. Mayor, what have you done for sports lately? I'm looking from you. You could be doing things, you could be resurfacing the 200 tennis courts that the Park District has that are unplayable. And they're mostly in black neighborhoods, by the way. I've seen them, I teach tennis on them, and they're in horrible condition. And meanwhile, there are still many neighborhoods throughout the city which don't have athletic facilities. Diet High School needs a 400-meter track and an artificial turf field. Sullivan High School needs a 400-meter track and artificial turf field. Washington High School needs a 400-meter track and artificial turf field. Cherry High School has empty land owned by the school board. That land should be turned into a 400-meter track and artificial turf field. It's been sitting empty for 30 years. So these issues are not going away. And the problems of our young people not getting college scholarships in sports is getting worse. This city used to produce Olympians all the time. We're not producing them now. Jesse Owens Park by CVS High School, that should have a track in it. It doesn't. So you need to understand, I know you don't know the city because you didn't grow up here. So, you know, please tour the city and understand the athletic facility deserts. This is a problem that's not going away. Believe me, our young people will appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes our public comment period.
Consideration of approval of minutes of meeting from held January 13, 2026. Is there a motion to approve the minutes? Is there a second? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, say nay. This motion is approved. Report by the Administrative Operations Committee regarding the meeting held March 5th, 2026. Chair recognizes Committee Chairman, Mr. Maldonado.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The AO Committee held a meeting on March 5th, 2026. I reported as follows. The Director of Procurement presented one task order award for environmental renovation demolition specialty consultant services and two task order awards for material testing services. Details of these awards are included under tab A 4A. The Director of Procurement reported on the assignment of a professional service agreement for server migration and network services to the PBC. The Executive Director will provide further details during his report. The Executive Director reported on two field order awards and, two field orders and recommended the ratification of change orders as follows. Kenwood Academy Link and Mechanical Project in the amount of $51,550.45. Debt Elementary School Annex and Renovation Project in the credit amount of $208,693.18. CDOT WPA Street Reconstruction Projects at East 109th Street, South Hoyne and Harding Avenue, and East 102nd Street in the credit amount of $833,000. And at the South Central Park Avenue and East 91st Street in the credit amount of $577,762.64. CDOT Capital Program Alley Package 3 at various locations of the credit amount of $153,498.28. The Executive Director also provided updates on various outreach opportunities. Dale Committee accepted the recommendations and reports from the PBC representatives. That concludes my report.
It's looking very good. Thank you, Chairman. We're good. Is there a motion to accept the report? Is there a second? Second. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. This report is accepted. Now for A5, consideration approval of the acquisition of Synapse Networks Incorporated by Synapse Tech LLC. The executive director will provide the recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In 2014, the PBC executed a task order-based master agreement with Synapse Networks, Inc. to provide server migration and network services to the PBC. Recently, the firm's owner, Stuart Brenner, retired and sold the firm to two of his longtime staff members. The new firm, now named Synapse Tech LLC, acquired the business operations and assets of Synapse Networks, Inc. Synapse Tech will continue to provide services to the PBC utilizing the same staff. PBC performed due diligence reviews of Synapse Tech and requests the board's approval of the proposed assignment of the professional service contract to Synapse Tech LLC. That concludes my report for item A5.
Thank you, Mr. Ed. Is there a motion to approve the recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. This motion is approved. Now for the regular report for the executive director, the status, development, and other matters. Chair recognizes ED Gitterall.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have a brief update to share since our last meeting. On January 28th, PBC hosted a project update meeting with 16th Ward Alderman Stephanie Coleman, our partners at City Colleges of Chicago, and the Berlin Builders Design Build team regarding the School of Nursing project at Kennedy King College. The project is located at 63rd and Halsted, where the existing second floor library is being converted into a nursing program. I'm also happy to report that through PBC student hiring initiative, the design builder hired a CPS Chicago Builds program graduate, Antoine Young, who is also soon to graduate from Dawson Tech Institute. Antoine is a graduate of Gwendolyn Brooks College Prep Academy and will start on the project on March 16th. We are excited to bring another Chicago Builds student and Dawson Tech scholar into our program. So special thanks to you, Commissioner, for that partnership.
Absolutely.
On January 29th, as we continue to collaborate with our partners at the Department of Water and the 45th Ward Alderman James Gardner, we hosted a pre-submission conference for the design build services for the Water Department's new operations facility located at 4825 West Lawrence Avenue. These pre-submission conferences are intended to provide information to anyone actively looking to partner or pursue the project. The pre-submission conference attracted over 80 participants, and since that time, we have received multiple responses to this procurement. I will provide further updates regarding this procurement at upcoming board meetings. On February 25th, our team celebrated the 100th anniversary of Black History Month by joining together for an inspirational presentation from performance artist, professional poet, and writer Umguchi, who read a passage from her latest book and performed a traditional Nigerian song. Special thank you to our staff for their incredible work in putting this program together. On March 4th, PBC attended the annual membership awards gala to support one of its assist agency, the African American Contractors Association, otherwise known as ACA. The gala was held at the South Shore Cultural Center. ACA has been a great partner and has been helpful in making their membership aware of the opportunities to work on PBC projects. Of note, our next assist agency conference is scheduled on March 24th of this year. On March 5th, as part of PBC's ongoing student hiring initiative, another one of its design build team, BOA Construction and FGM Architects, hosted a student career outreach event for the Kells Park Fieldhouse project. The outreach was conducted at the Salvation Army Freedom Center located at 825 North Christiana Avenue. Students from Walter Payton College Prep High School and scholars from Dawson Tech Institute attended to learn about career paths in the architecture and construction industries. The students and scholars also participated in a case study that walked them through the stages of a project from design through construction. Also, on March 5th, the United States Army Corps of Engineers hosted the National Environmental Policy Act public meeting for the Morgan Shoal Revetment Reconstruction Project. The NEPA public meeting was conducted at Kennecott Park, located at 4434 South Lake Park Avenue. PBC, Park District, and CDOT attended the meeting to support the United States Army Corps of Engineers. In addition, Commissioners Randall and Ellis attended to support the team, Special thank you to both of you. PBC, Park District, and CDOT commend Colonel Rockwell and his entire United States Army Corps of Engineers team and appreciate the continued partnership. We're also happy to share that on May 14th, 2026, we are hosting our annual connection session at Malcolm X College. The event will provide attendees with information regarding PBC's upcoming opportunities and encourage industry networking with contractors, professional service providers, assist agencies, and MBE, WBE firms, subcontractors, vendors, and suppliers with an extra strong focus on our student hiring initiative. The PBC posted the connection session information to its website and social media channels and has issued an email alert. In closing, we would all like to acknowledge Women's History Month, especially the tremendous work and contributions from the incredible women on our board, your office, Mr. Chairman, and the PBC. Their leadership has been invaluable, and we thank you for that. That concludes my report for item A6.
Thank you, E.D. Gitteroff. Is there a motion to accept the report?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. This report is accepted. Now for the City Colleges of Chicago, consideration of approval of a revised undertaking request from the City Colleges of Chicago for the Malcolm X College West Campus addition and renovations project located at 4624 West Madison Street. Executive Director Gitteroff will provide the recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On March 5th, 2026, the City Colleges of Chicago Board approved an amended resolution with funding authority identified in the amount of $19.5 million based on the current scope, schedule, and budget for the project. The project includes an addition to the existing facility with targeted renovations and repairs at the existing West Side Learning Center. Following approval of this revised undertaking request, PBC will continue to work collaboratively with City Colleges of Chicago to complete this important investment. And that concludes my report for item B1.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion to approve this recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Just a quick comment. I know Commissioner Whitley is not here, but as you know, Mr. ED, about a year and a half ago, we broke ground on the expansion of the West Side campus for Malcolm X. I know that GMA is the construction lead over there, proud West Sider, along with opportunities for healthcare expansion. And I know this is something that Commissioner President Preckwinkle has been very much supportive of through county healthcare services. This is an incredible addition. I know part of the resources are not just about construction, it's about programming as well, to create more opportunities for working people to be able to access a growing career. So not just a physical demonstration of the expansion of a building, but programming as well. So thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
All right, all those in favor of the approval of this recommendation signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. This motion is approved. Now, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?